Yo, what's good, everybody? How we doing? Welcome, Eddie, Anthony, Trader's Nest, Jay Styles, Spaces, Cindy. Yeah, Cindy, thank you. Yeah, guys, smash that thumbs up button while on your way in. Thank you. Maritimes Trader, P-Long, Amounty, NQ Trend Sniper, Mr. Longshorts, Doug, George. How we doing, guys? How's everybody doing? How'd you handle the volatility today? It was a little wild again. I know we're in one of those times where it can be extremely difficult to find an entry. What's up, Taylor? How are you? What's up, Dom? Yeah, it can be extremely difficult to find a good entry. You can get chopped up really quick. I know it's frustrating. That's really stresses the importance of executing around key levels so that your risk is defined and your targets are set. Tight trailing stops are crucial. And they kind of saved me today in a way. I watched some big trades come back on me, and I really only had one good trade today. Moving over, yeah, guys, come on over to the horizontal stream. Those of you that are in the shorts feed, it's a lot better viewing experience. That's where most people are hanging out anyway. Tonight we are giving away a 50K Tradeday account. It's intraday trailing on this account size. We're going to do a random number draw tonight. We haven't figured out the marbles thing just yet. So we're going to do a random number draw again. I'm not going to announce what time we're going to do the number draw. So I give you guys full reign for anyone that comes in and asks when the giveaway. You're more than welcome to answer that question. I'm not going to be on repeat tonight answering that same question all night. So feel free to tell anyone it's going to be completely by surprise, and it's going to be at a random time. I give the full authority to you guys. What's up, Rotund? How are you? What's up, Icon? What's up, Miss K? How are you? People still slowly filing in. We held the key support area. We're bouncing kind of back up into, let's see. Kind of through VWAP a little bit. I'm not sure what we're going to see tonight. We do still have CPI on Friday. We've had lower highs put in at this point. We had a little failure sweep on the news of those highs and fell back down. So we're kind of trending to the downside. I'm leaning towards shorts, but we could also be range bound once again. We did hold that key area that buyers do need to hold for the night. If price does dip below, I'll say 205. Small target would be that 180 area where you see these bounces prior. If it really starts to get heavy, I would start targeting that 100 level again. Pete, did you win? What's up, Kelly? How are you? What's up, Pete? What's up, Paul? How are you? Yeah, so let me know, guys. How'd your trading day go today? P&L wise, mine was fine. It obviously is frustrating when you're watching 50, 60 point trades snap back on you in a minute. What's up, Mohammed? Yeah, it's very, very, very frustrating sometimes, but risk management, limit downside, lock in what you can. Plus 900 and quit early. Yeah, Mr. Longshorts, that's ideal. If you get up like that early and can walk away and not stare at the charts all day, that's great. Supersonic passed an eval today. Nice. Yeah, the opportunity was there for sure. For sure. My best trade today was actually a short from 225 right in this area. This was my best trade today. I think I got trailed out at like 160-ish, somewhere around here. That was my best trade today. Everything else was just like break even or $200 winner. You know, nothing to write home about. I think one of my fundeds I made a little over 600. Another funded I made like 300, and then I had another funded that I made like a little over 1,500, I think. Gave a little back at the end of the day, trading for keeps. Yeah, I mean, towards the end of the day, you know, the move up, back up into 350 was kind of just a weird day. Just a weird day. Come back and retest that level. I can honestly see us just kind of hanging out here with looks above and below as well. So it went on tilt today, Harlan. Oh, no. Yeah, I understand, like, psychologically, here's what happens to us, right? When we take that when the first trade of the day is a loser, right? When you start the day red, and even if it's a small loser, automatically, psychologically, that puts us in that mode of make it back as quickly as possible. And so you're starting to be like, oh, I see a 10-point move here. Let's go ahead and execute, even though it's nowhere remotely close to a good entry, right? You're like, oh, I think it's going here. So you enter that trade, and then instantly what happens is you're in 10 points of drawdown immediately, and now you're another $200 down. And it just kind of spirals from there. It's very hard to not chase that $200 back immediately, but it's imperative that you don't. Things can get out of hand really quick, especially in the volatility that we've been seeing. J-Pong, you just scalp and bet small always. Yeah, I mean, when it's really volatile, that sometimes is the best course of action. You know, small targets, tight stops. But yeah, guys, we are going to be doing that giveaway at some point in the stream. So stick around, hang out. Who knows, you might win. Like I said, it will be a guess the random number giveaway. So you will have to be here in order to win. Yeah, so like it's imperative. Like it's so crucial, and that's why I'm patient the way I am. I kind of will let it play out, right? There's some times where I'll take a trade in that first 15 minutes if something is really looking good and juicy. But a lot of times I'm waiting that first 15 minutes, you know. 6-7, Kyle. I'm waiting it out. I'm waiting for things to kind of like form and see what kind of direction we're having on the day. Especially this morning, you know, that NFP release, the market pumped, and I was thinking, oh man. And price actually never even got to my key level, I don't think. Did it ever tap it this morning? No, it didn't even get there. This was the level I wanted to see get traded this morning for that rollover, and it just never quite got there. Raul showing a clean trade? What do you mean? Yeah, Dave, that whole like 450 to 500 area is definitely heavy resistance right now. It is. Hey, what's up, Tradeday? How are you? One A+ setup that I've taken recently. I would say the best trade that I've taken recently was probably a 950 long last week. Let me zoom out here a little bit. Actually, I'll go to a higher time frame. We'll go to like a 15-minute chart. And then I'll zoom in and go down in time. So a lot of times my analysis is from the top down, so I'm honestly looking at the higher time frames and the daily charts to find my areas of interest. You could see that this was the breakdown level when we did flush last week. We came back, held it, bounced it here as support multiple times, trying to hold that area. Automatically, this tells me that this is a really important level, right? So when price traded back up into that, the reclaim off that level was really, really clean when you come down to the lower time frame. So you ended up having that little break and retest scenario that I always talk about right here. And this was the cleanest trade I've had in a long time. I think I got 150 points out of it. There will be a short. There will be a short that we're going to be putting out at the end of this week that is, I think, shows that trade. I'm not sure if it's that trade or not, but I'm pretty sure it is that trade. So you'll get to see it. You'll get to see it all play out. We should have that short out on Thursday, I think, of this week. But those are the kinds of things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for where price is really reacting, you know, both to the top side and downside. And then as price trades back into that area, because chances are it's going to trade back into that area, I'm looking for that bear flag, right? That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that bear flag. Oh, it's up here. My bad. Missed price. I'm looking for this kind of action. Came up, tested the level to the top side, came back down, retested, held above, popped along. I don't even think I had drawdown on that trade, to be honest. What's up, Red? How are you? Congratulations on the good week, brother. By the way. What's up, Pieter? What's up, Spider Lily? Yeah, Trade RR. It's tricky right now. The price action definitely is tricky right now. That's why it's crucial. Honestly, guys, if you just, we're kind of just trading. Like if you're looking at the daily chart, just back and forth a lot, putting in volume here at the lower end of this overall 5-month range that we've kind of been stuck in on NQ. Meanwhile, you've got ES and YM trading at or around all-time highs and starting to look a little bit heavy as well. So these are the levels where I would look for like those get in the trade and hold type positions, right? Those major weekly levels is where you're looking. So this prior week close, if price came down into that 160 area, I'd be looking for buyers to step in. If it failed, I would be waiting for the breakdown, the retest, and the hold below that area for the ride back down into 25K. Yeah, Red, on those small accounts, micros are the way. Micros are the way, without a doubt. All right, we got almost 100 people in here. Guys, if you haven't yet, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. I'd appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Yeah, we're definitely putting in lower highs at this point, right? I totally agree with you there. Things are looking bearish overall. Does that mean there's not going to be up moves? No, definitely not. But I agree with you, the higher time frame. It's definitely looking like we could have a nice move down setting up here soon. You smashed the button, but you pulled a ligament. Oh, no. Dave, you were expecting the tube top on tonight's stream? Oh, jeez. Here we go. Here we go. You're shorting 24,219. You're shorting from 1,000 points down, Doug? Did you mean 25,219? Zen, I see you. I see you. My problem right now with the short side is, right, I feel like this 180 area probably needs to crack in order to have real conviction to the downside. Because right now we're coming into that spot where we've bounced multiple times, you know? Like there's obviously buyers trying to defend this area. Okay, 25,219. Gotcha. Waiting for Asia to start ranging and you're just going to micro in and micro out. Yeah. Yeah, you can play it safe that way. For sure. Yeah, we got 100 people in right now. Yeah, guys, smash that thumbs up button. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Miss K. Thank you, Zen. Appreciate you. Moderators, let me also say about the giveaway. You won't be able to participate in the giveaway on stream. I apologize. However, we are doing a moderator-specific giveaway tomorrow before the open. So there is a giveaway for you guys as well. With the random number thing, the mods can guess as many numbers as they want within a certain period of time. Other viewers cannot, and that's not really fair. So moderators won't be able to participate in the giveaway tonight. Hopefully you're not too upset about that. But that's kind of something that we have to do for now until we figure out a better way to do these giveaways. Unmod, you read. Well, technically the mods have a better chance of winning the one tomorrow because it's like a 1 in, I don't know, 1 in 10 or 1 in 12 chance. Something like that. P Long, I haven't chose it yet. I'll show you when we set it up. I'll show you how everything works. It'll probably be like I don't know, 1 to 600 or something like that. But you'll see how it works. Like when you guys start guessing, there's clues within it to kind of get you in the right area. Like, because it'll say whether you're too high or too low or somebody's close. And if you're really paying attention to who's guessing what numbers and watching what's going on, you can kind of get close. You smell election interference on those giveaways. Now, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible so you guys know I'm not just hand-picking winners over here. Oh, Diana, waiting for the giveaway. Oh, I'm sorry about the lost account. All right, we are starting to look a little heavy. Why will the number be 69? Oh, gosh. Let's see here. Let's go micros tonight. Let's have a little fun. Let's go like... Let's go something like this. If I can get that entry. Hopefully it doesn't just run away from me. What's up, Digital? How are you? Mo, I mean, we're just coming into kind of heavy resistance. Overall, structure's starting to look like a sell to me. Economic data. NFP was actually a good print. All right, we're short 1 micro right now. I'm going to go ahead and put in like a 50-point stop on this just in case. Yeah, I'm actually thinking a little bit lower. I'm actually thinking that prior week close at like 160-ish, just above 160, something like this. So I should front run that. We'll go something like that. When we get to 180, if it doesn't snap below 180 aggressively, if we work our way down there, I will probably secure profits at that point and put a break-even stop in. But we'll let it play out. If it really starts getting heavy, I'm not opposed to adding below 200. Yeah, Leelash, I mean, I have support here, right? 225 is really that line for me a little bit. I'll give it a little room to breathe, though. At worst, much like last night, I'll come out of the night, break even after this, or I'll be break even after this trade. Yeah, Level, I'm short right now. Pieter, my entry is 223.75. Yeah, Red, I'm on a lucid funded. I don't have any evaluations going right now at all. So I'm on a lucid funded. I have 3 lucid fundeds going right now, I think. Well, the aggressive sellers are kind of getting absorbed. I'm not a huge fan of that right now. I'm going to hang in, let it play out. Yeah, Mo, that's kind of what I'm seeing too. I mean, we're back above. If you look at, we're kind of just holding right now. I was thinking we would probably sweep down and test yesterday's low. Or what was this? Tuesday's low? Aramis, you're waiting till 243. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. Wait for a pop. Yeah, Red, 100%. 100%, we're right at support. Really, this whole support zone goes down to like 180-ish, to tell you the truth. That's kind of why I'm thinking go ahead and play that whole support range. Zen, right now, it's kind of close to 1-to-1. No, Nahal, I'm short. I'm short right now. What's up, Phantom? How are you? Phantom, we'll do a giveaway later in the stream. It's for a 50K intraday trailing trade day account. You'll have to be here in order to be in the giveaway. It's going to be a random number selection. So, like, you'll guess numbers, and whoever guesses the number that Nightbot chooses will win the account. Mo, how do I know when to stop trading on a good or bad day? I mean, okay, so on my red days, I'm not going to lie to you. I generally shut it down. You know how you have the DLLs for props or whatever? I usually shut it down when I'm around $500 or $600 in the red instead of letting it go like the full 1,000 or 1,200 if it's a 50K. No, Phantom, that's against YouTube. We can't give away cash. That's against YouTube YouTube policies. My channel would get banned for cash giveaways. So we can't give away cash. Hasnan, just one. Just one. I'm not one of these big streamers that gets tons of free accounts to give away. I do give away every free account that I get, right? Like, I don't keep any for myself. But we don't end up getting a ton of accounts. The account giveaways are all based on how many times your code is used with these props, guys. It's based on sales, right? Obviously, the guys who have their codes used a lot and are making a lot off of affiliates, they're the ones who have a ton of giveaways to do. No, Mo. Sometimes a red day is a good day. I consider some red days a good day. If I was disciplined and I walked away at a good amount, and it's a small red day, and I just wasn't seeing the market clearly, and I was able to walk away, that's a good day. Any day I execute with discipline and patience, I consider a good day. Oh, thanks, Anthony. Appreciate you. Thanks, Zen Zen. Appreciate you too. You gained 300 2 days ago and slowly lost it all. I'm sorry to hear that, Phantom. That stinks. We've all been there. You're not alone. We've all seen profits dwindle. Yeah, exactly, Red. Yeah, there's good losses and bad losses, just like good wins and bad wins. Okay, I need to seriously think about killing this. That's pretty good, strong bounce off of that support zone. I'll let it play out. I'm only going to give it to about right here at this point. Mitigate the damage if it's going to go up. You were up 1,500 before NFP, down 2K during New York, and ended the day green on 150. That seems stressful, Mo. That seems like very stressful trading. I don't know if I could handle that kind of stress. Yeah, Leelesh, I just don't like the bounce off support, right? This is what I don't like, where we're just kind of rounding back up. 270 is central pivot. That would be a logical spot to go back and retest. You know, we opened up here. This would be a logical spot for it to roll over if it is going to come back down. I definitely don't like this bounce and the push through VWAP at all. I'll be honest with you, Mo. If I'm down $500 or $600 on this session, I call it. I generally call it, or I switch to a different account, right? But I'll definitely take an hour-long break if I lose that much money. Yikes, guys. What a rip. I might as well just kill this now. This thing just pumped off that support. Yeah, I'm going to eat that loss. I'm not even going to let it go grab my stop at this point. Bash, I'm a one or two minis kind of guy. If it's extremely volatile, I'll size down to like 5 micros. Yeah, Phantom, I was in a trade there. Phantom, feel free to click on that other live stream on my channel. You can't see my full monitor in the shorts feed. Just go to my YouTube channel and click on the live stream that's live right now that does not have the word mobile in the title. It's a lot better viewing experience, and that's where most people are hanging out at. We got about 125 people in the stream right now. I think you'll see a lot more. It'll be a lot better viewing experience for you. There you go. Synced with Pine in hedging mode. Yeah, Zen, I mean, the bounce did make sense, right? With where we bounced. But now we're in that area where price is probably going to start to play some games. You know, we're coming back to the opening price. Zen, you changed your name because people kept thinking you were a guy. I know, Red. Yeah, that was nasty. I was expecting at least a sweep below that prior low after this. And I mean, buyers came out of nowhere. You could kind of see the absorption, too, of that aggressive selling down here, where price just isn't able to make new lows with that aggressive selling. That should have been my first sign to get out earlier. Right at support as well. And it's really been nothing but buying since. I do wonder, because I've been talking about it for a few days now. I do wonder if this needs to get traded again before we get the sell-off, right? Or maybe even a little bit above that. Because price has not really put in any kind of break. We still have higher lows here, you know? Even on the aggressive pushes, we still have higher lows since last week. So I'm almost wondering, does this need to get traded before we get the sell-off, right? Like all this. What's up, Kaka? How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Guys, I think something is about to happen in the prop space with a lot of these influencers and affiliates, just to give you a heads up. We're starting to get a lot of like forms and surveys to fill out, and they have questions like, do you have a disclaimer on your stream? Do you promote profits and talk about how much you make and like transparency things? You know what I'm saying? I have a feeling there might be some streamers / influencers that might be losing their codes soon. Yeah, I think so, Sky Dweller. I do. I think there's something happening, right? There's something is amiss. So, yeah, I think so. I think so, Tenor. I think so. I mean, my channel's good because I don't post any account balances or anything. All that stuff is private, you know. I'm not one of those people that flaunts my account balances or shoves it in people's faces or any of that. You know, when people are like, "Why should we listen to you?" Well, I mean, then don't listen to me. You know, like I'm not going to tell you if you should listen to me or not. You know, that's entirely up to you. I'm here to hang out with you guys and have a good time. I'm not selling any courses or mentorships. There's definitely a risk disclaimer on everything. Why don't the prop firms have bought and failed accounts on their platform? What do you mean, Cameron? They on their end, they're not allowed to share personal information, aren't allowed to publicize it. They can only talk about like their financials. They can't talk about everybody else's financials. Does that make sense? Like if you were a like a licensed broker or something like that, that would need to be public information, I believe. But Hasnan, there's no way to enroll right now. There's no way to enroll in the giveaway currently. The giveaway is going to be done at a random time, and it's going to be a random number guess. So currently there's no way to enroll. There's no enrollment. But look, guys, the reality, like I said last night on stream, the reality of the situation is what you see on the internet is just not, it's not reality. Like, it's just not for the majority of us, right? We need to take things slow. We need to execute with precision. We need to have tight stops. We can't trade with max leverage. Yeah, Roton, you have time. You got time. What a rip-off support there. The days of Wild West trader streamers coming to a close. I think so too. That's a good thing though, right? Oh, Kelly. It's going to be tough for me to short up here. That's a pretty nice rip off of support, right? I probably wouldn't be looking for another short at this point until price traded up to, you know, up around 300 and just above. That would be in my next area of interest. That's where you see selling coming from. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to take the short from there. I don't know that they'll become obsolete, Cameron, because those are your biggest, those are the biggest subscriber counts. Those are the guys that people tune into, right? I do think you're going to see prop firms being forced to drop them as affiliates or stop partnering with them. Because even one of the things that, like one of the questions that we saw was, do you reference yourself as an affiliate or a partner? Right? So I think there's just going to be a lot of changes. Like even on my channel, there will probably have to be like verbiage and wordage that I have to change. We'll have to use certain dialogue. But yeah, the days of bragging and boasting about massive gains, trying to push course sales and all that, I think are those are going to get cracked down on. All these people with like WAP affiliates, you know, for buy my course or watch me live stream but pay to do it. I think those days are coming to an end. Hey, what's up, Nathan? How are you? Lambo Sonoma, yeah. Yeah, all that stuff is coming to an end. There's just too many slimy, scummy scams out there. Yeah, Nathan, the hedging of prop accounts is probably coming to an end very soon. I mean, you've already seen it with Top Step cracking down. In fact, they're retroactively eliminating accounts that were hedged for some of their traders. So that's coming to an end. You'll no longer be able to pit one eval against another, take the trade in opposite directions, and one passes, one fails, rinse and repeat kind of thing, right? Mo, I'm not going to name any sources. All I can tell you is what I'm seeing. Right? And this is just opinion. I don't know anything for a fact, guys. This is just my personal opinion and what I think is happening. Yeah, so some of the firms allowed it. Some of the firms allowed it. That's why I say, guys, that when you're purchasing accounts with props, I know there's some really cheap options out there and like some new obscure props. Make sure that they're, especially if you live in the U.S., make sure that they're based in the U.S. because other countries don't have to abide by the same laws and regulations that U.S. does, right? So if you're a U.S. trader, make sure it's based in the U.S. And honestly, the really cheap ones a lot of times aren't, and you could get scammed. So just be on alert. I will never have an affiliate or recommend a prop that I don't trust. Let's put it that way. I don't just get every affiliate that I can, right? We've had lots of offers. We've refused more offers than we've accepted. Let's put it that way. Because I don't ever want to mislead you guys. Strictly for my gain, right? What's up, Limitless? No, Nathan, not that course selling is going to come to an end, but the props are not going to continue to partner with them. Does that make sense? Because you're going to need to have a brokerage license in order to do that kind of stuff. So you're going to see you're probably going to see some affiliates and influencers lose their affiliates is what you're going to see. So you're on your 5th eval reset without passing, doing your part to keep TPT in green. Take Profit Trader's doing fine. Take Profit Trader will be around. Oh, Limitless. Yeah, I mean, guys, we better hope that we never see the NQ ever reach 19,400 ever again. I mean, you want to talk about insufferable? NIMS will be insufferable for weeks, if not months, if the NQ drops to 19,400. He will be insufferable. All right, we're right back pretty much to opening price at this point. Haven't got there quite yet. 280, it looks like, is opening price. Kelly, you'll leave the Discord. Oh, it will be. It will be a constant barrage. Yeah, that's the other trend, guys, that you're starting to see as well. You're starting to see some of these trading influencers partnering with gambling websites, right? Or having codes for gambling websites. That's a scary... that becomes scary. What's up, BG? How are you? Yeah, honestly, eventually, I don't know what's going to happen because you already kind of see it in the YouTube space. Like, if you guys notice, like, for instance, I used to watch a lot of, golly, what's his name? Cody, what's his name? The gambler guy from Canada. I can't remember what his YouTube... Oh, Exposed. I used to watch a lot of Exposed on YouTube. And if you notice, he used to show slots, right? Like, he used to gamble a lot on slots online. And, and he no longer can put that content out anymore. Like, I think YouTube cracked down on their showing of gambling pages. So now they're all on, like, Kick or Twitch or whatever other platform they're on. Your friend got 2K, a rain bet post, up to 10K? What? Okay, that's crazy money. Selling Rips does that a lot. He can't do it on YouTube. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can't... YouTube really cracked down on the whole gambling side of things. And what you can post content-wise and what you can't. I think if you're, like, at a casino, you can... film yourself playing blackjack kind of privately and then release it after the fact, but there's no more like live stream betting anymore, if that makes sense. Like, I haven't seen anybody able to play online slots or anything recently. What's up, Tech Key Stuff? How are you? So yeah, there's a major crackdown going on right now. I get the feeling that there is. I mean, even on Tradeday, guys, I noticed this Friday it looks like Brett Simba's going to be on their Tradeday TV with the COO, and they're going to be talking about what's going on in the prop space. That might be a must-watch. You obviously are seeing what's going on with Top Step. Starting to see a lot of other things as well. So there's, when you start to connect the dots, there's something happening. There's something happening for sure. I don't know what that is specifically, but signs are pointing. Digital, my trading's going okay. It's going okay. Must be a might watch. I mean, it might be. I don't know what they're going to talk about. I mean, obviously, Tradeday is launching their Tradeday crypto as well, where you're going to be able to trade crypto all the time, I guess. And I'm sure they'll talk about that too. But it definitely says they're going to be talking about the prop space and what's happening. Sonam, yeah, this is what I do for a job. This is what I do for a job. This is how I pay my bills. Oh, Adam, there's just a lot of different rules changes at Top Step right now. A lot of just new stuff that's happening. You can check out their Discord and their website to see like specifically what's going on over there. Yeah, Mr. Big Beef, I agree. I mean, like I said, I don't know what these changes are. I'm kind of like connecting the dots, right? That, you know, and it's all pointing towards one thing. What's up, Massive? How are you? I mean, we've kind of known that these were coming. It was coming at some point, right? Oh, just a curiosity, not that. Yeah, they just had a lot of rules changes, like transition to live accounts, rules changes, you know, anti-hedging, closing of accounts, you know, just a lot of stuff going on. Oh, Kelly, 100%. Yeah, like allowing, like props allowing those metals contracts and full metals contracts with max leverage. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of the props got rinsed. I'm sure they were getting rinsed. Absolutely rinsed. Are you kidding me? Those moves on silver and gold, to be fair, were gigantic. You know, if you're trading a prop that you only spent a couple $100 on but can leverage 10K per trade on, I mean, yeah, they got rinsed. I'm sure there were a lot of people that made millions during that stretch. What's up, Sam? It's all good though, guys. Like you know, we trade. Well, I'd assume the majority of us. You know, if you're in a similar situation to me, we trade so passively. I want to say in comparison to what you see. Because I mean, you're talking about the 0.005% of actual profitable traders that can trade with that kind of size and that kind of leverage, and that can actually hit those kind of trades, right? Like that are ever making millions of dollars off of these props. There's very few out there. That's, you know, we all trade within the rules. We have to follow the rules methodically. The word is methodically. Yeah, that's an entirely different ball game. The one guy who I think does do things the right way and is very realistic, and I believe his profitability, because they're like, it's big profits for the average trader, but it's within reason, would be Vincent Desiano. Like, if you guys haven't checked out Vincent Desiano, I think he's a good trader, but he's very, very patient and very, very calm. And you don't ever see him posting like $1 million trades or anything like that. You know, he's trading a live account, his own personal account. So his big days are $20,000, $40,000 in comparison to the prop space where they're putting up $200,000, $300,000 days consistently, right? You know, like, you know, the top guys are like, yeah, break even day, and they've lost 60K in our space. Like, that's not a break even day. A 60K lost day is not a break even day. I don't care who you are. 60K is 60K. That's an annual salary, more than an annual salary for most. Massive. No, I'm not interested where we're at. Honestly, at this point, I won't be interested until price is back down here or up here. This could go either way from this point, in my opinion. It held where it needed to, once again. We don't really have any strong selling pressure coming until above 300. So while it could roll over and come back down, I won't look to execute until it's either lower or higher. The gaslighting is the worst for streamers nowadays. Had those days, totally wrecked me mentally. Yeah, Adam. I mean, look, guys, a bad losing day for me. Like, I'm a low 6 figures annually. Like, that's where I'm at in my trading. So very, very, like, yes, I'm profitable, but I'm not putting up anywhere near the numbers that you're seeing. Nowhere close. Nowhere remotely close to that. I make enough to live comfortably, but I'm no multi-millionaire, guys. Not even close. Not even close. Do I change the zones daily? Grind in the moment. Around price, like current price, sometimes I will shift them a little bit. Today there wasn't a whole lot of movement that I had to do. These levels have been here, you know. I leave the ones that are far away from price. I leave them alone. Like if it was the last area that acted as resistance or the last area. Oh, you were referring to me. You were saying the ones saying you are a peasant if you aren't making 10K a day. Oh, yeah. I mean, you want to see some toxic space. Just go look at the trading space on X, man. Like, you want to talk about the worst thing you could possibly look at as a trader. Nathan, how much do I think Stock Tiger makes off of affiliates? I don't know. I don't know what anybody else makes off of affiliates. You know, I would guess. Let's see. How many subs does he have? He's approaching 10,000 subs. I don't know. I mean, he's probably 5 figures a month. Yeah, unified. Yeah, the Discord. My Discord actually has better. I've been very lucky. Like, somehow I've attracted really good traders to my channel and my Discord. There's better traders than me in there, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Anthony, so this is not Bookmap. This is called Dom Surface. It's a feature on my trading platform, Quant Tower, but it is very similar to Bookmap, right? But yeah, that X space, Cameron, 100%. Like, it's, I want nothing to do with any of that whole entire upper echelon social circle in our space. I want nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing to do with it. Yeah, grind at the moment. I mean, you can definitely, like, when I'm live, if you like, I post my charts every morning in my WE trading plans. But that's kind of the perk for the YouTube channel members. Those people that support my YouTube channel in that way, they have access to those. It was the only perk I could think of that would make it worth it. So it's kind of the incentivized. The way I incentivize YouTube channel memberships is giving them access to all that. But you're more than welcome to copy down what I got here. You know? Yeah, exactly. I just do my own thing, guys. I'm not worried about what anybody else is doing in the space. Mike, I need more thumbs up. Thank you. How did Maya's subs jump 100x in 2 months? Yeah, I have no idea. Same thing with, shoot, Patrick Whelan jumped from like 500,000 to over 1 million in like, I don't know. He was at 500,000 in November and he's over 1 million now. You know? Doubled in size in 3 months like that. Yeah, the grind of the moment. Everybody who's a channel member, so those green names that you see, are is it the green names or the blue? Yeah, it's the green names. So those green names that you see, those are the ones who see my daily trading plans. I don't want to say whether it's worth it or not for the $5 a month. Like I said, it's just the perk for those that are those that support my YouTube channel on that level. It was the only thing I could think of, a way I could pay it back, so to speak. I don't like charging for my trading plans. I put them out for free for years. So, what's up, Franco? How are you? She averages like 25 viewers daily, but has... Yeah, I don't know how some channels grow. I don't know. Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, the only way to a lot of the way to combat all that, you know, if you find somebody that you think is scammy or slimy, don't use their code. Don't click on their videos. Unsubscribe. You know, like that's the way to affect it. Otherwise, they just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and richer and richer and richer. Kyle, the only thing I use SMAs on is on my daily chart. So I've got the major SMAs on my daily chart. I don't use EMAs or SMAs myself. I know some people use them for trailing stops. I don't use them myself. Hey, thanks, Grind of the Moment. Appreciate you. But it kind of gives me a good gauge on where we're at and the sentiment of the overall market, you know. And then each week at the beginning of the week, I'll go out and mark the prior week highs, prior week open, prior week close, major like retest and support levels on the higher time frame, right? Just so I can generally, if say we're holding above a certain level, we're probably going to go test that next level. If price is trading below a certain level, that next level is probably the overall big move on the play. So it just kind of gives me some like broader context. We get so hyper focused on those smaller time frame charts that I think we lose sight, right? A lot. We lose the context a lot. When you have off days, or you take the trades off. Yeah, I mean, the D Money guy on PW channel too. He seems like good people. Yeah, like those guys, they might be good people in real life. I don't know that anybody personally, right? Like Patrick might be a really good dude in real life. He might be. It might just be all for the camera and persona, so to speak, right? I don't know. But that's the reality of the situation. The more his YouTube channel grows, the more his code is used, the richer he becomes, and the more prevalent he becomes, right? It's the cycle. And now he's got a likable personality on his stream as well to build his brand out. And another reason for people to click and tune in. So it's the cycle. He's not dumb. Patrick Wheeland is not dumb. He is not a dumb man. He knows what he's doing. He has great marketing. Yeah, I mean, he knows exactly what he's doing, right? I mean, he built his entire brand off of, from what I remember, like he was able to build the brand because he was trading a paper count saying, like he lied, right? It was all a lie. And I remember like a crying video that he put out at one point in time apologizing. Right? And that's kind of where everything started ballooning for him. So, but then it became, hey, I'm the most hated guy on YouTube, and that's why people tuned in, right? No, he's doing his thing, man. And he accepts the role. He feeds off the role. Yeah, put it this way. I morally couldn't do what some of them do. Let's put it that way. Oh yeah, I did see that, Mike. Right? The $100,000 2-week mentorship or something like that. Only 10 slots available. Wow, what a ploy, dude. Did people actually take him up on that? I mean, that's $1 million that he's asking for. That's $1 million that he's asking for in like a 2-week time period from 10 people. You rather YOLO a personal account? I mean, true. True. What's up, Savvy? How are you? Yeah, Lex, I mean, I agree, right? I agree. It is what it is. I mean, that stuff sells, right? Like... Savvy, you missed the short this morning. So did I, kind of. The only short side trade that I caught today was a short off of 225. On this first breakdown of 225. Right here. Is the trade that I caught. Yeah, I was targeting 130. Hey, Mr. B, how are you? Welcome to the community. Glad you're here. Guys, if you're just tuning in, like I said, we are doing a trade day giveaway tonight. 50K intraday trailing. I'm not going to say what time we're doing it because I kind of want you guys to be here. You will have to be here in order to participate in the giveaway. It's going to be a random number draw. You guys will guess numbers, and whoever guesses the number that Nightbot chooses will win the account. Yeah, Kelly, I don't know what InQ's going to do. It's in the middle of nowhere right now for me, personally. Like I said, I either needed to be trading down in this area or up here. Because it could snap either way. We could get another ripper up to that side. Could get a ripper to the downside from here. Yeah, cheers, Mr. B. No, we got a nice community here. I'm glad you're here. Lots of good traders here. I've been very fortunate on my channel to have the people tune in that I do. I know it's rare in the trader space. No, Sonem, you don't have to be a part of the Discord in order to participate. Anybody who's here in the live stream can participate in this giveaway. You don't have to join Discord. Discord's making changes here soon too. I saw they're going to be requiring IDs and photographs or something like that. Raging, guy, you raging? I mean, is gold moving around at all? What's gold doing? Kind of. It had a nice sell off the open, it looks like. for adult content age restrictions. Okay. Got you. Wait, would Level Up Discord be considered adult content? Well, Kelly, your short played out. No, it wouldn't, Zen Zen. Okay, I figured it wouldn't be. Sometimes some of the traders in there get a little out of hand. Yeah, Kyle, I feel that, right? I feel that. I'm not a good trader. Okay at best. I feel that. That's how I feel most days as well. That's how I feel most days as well. I'll have these brief periods where I feel like I'll go through, you know, like a week stretch or 5 straight trading sessions where I'm seeing everything really clearly and I'm trading extremely well. And then I'll go through these other periods where, like, do I even know what I'm doing here? Even though I'll be green, I'll be profitable, right? I'll be like, do I even know what I'm doing here? Yeah, Leela, I mean, I'm honestly hoping we get that move down at some point here. The only thing that I fear right now is we had that 8 o'clock new hour candle rollover that we always get, and this is just an impulse fake out right back up in to where we were trading. That's my fear. That's why I don't like executing there. I'd rather be playing the extremes than executing from the middle. Some people are very comfortable though with that, like especially VWAP traders. They love executing from the middle, right? See, we're sitting right here. Yeah, Kelly, but in my circumstance, right? What makes me profitable isn't necessarily that I'm a really good trader, right? I feel like I'm a better analyst than I am a trader. What makes me profitable is my risk management and my patience, right? Those two traits, those two characteristics are what make me the trader that I am. I'm not a good scalper. People definitely give better calls and signals than I ever could. But I know how to spot key levels, right? And I know how to read price action based off of those key levels. I have a pretty good understanding of how the Nasdaq likes to move, which is why I kind of stick to it. Yeah, Zen intraday. My swing trades, honestly, 2025, I took 7 swing trades all year. 7 swing trades all year. Every single one of them was on the Nas. And they were all winning trades. All of them. No losing trades. 7 trades all year. What's up, Almighty? How are you? I never see you revenge trading, throwing massive size, blowing accounts left and right. You have such a level head, great personality for. Oh, thanks, Kelly. Thanks for the kind words. Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, when I first started trading, guys, I was just like everybody else. I was clicking buttons, figuring it out. There's days that I'm still guilty of that. You know, there's definitely days where I still overtrade. I'm not one of those people who places 40 trades a day ever, right? But over trading for me is anywhere in that 15 to 20 trade range day. If I'm trading that much, I know I'm over trading. Yeah, Zen, I think 40 trades is a lot. It's a lot for me. I can't speak for everybody. That's a lot for me. That's executing far too much. For my strategy, that's way too much. Honestly, ideally, I'd like to get to the spot where I'm one trade a day. You know, where I'm able to pinpoint the highs and lows of the day. I mean, Chris in my Discord, he does it almost daily. He's one trade and done. And like he's holding the thing until, I don't know. He's holding it from like Asia Open to New York lunch. You took away your buy and sell buttons to prevent DCA. It was a bad habit. Your algo automates has 183 trades in the last 90 days. Actually, that's not bad. That's 2 a day. Checks, and I've kind of explained what my strategy is a lot. Ideally, okay, so say this is a key level for me, right? Ideally, what I would be looking for price to do, as price was, say we were approaching from the top side, is kind of what we saw right here. Kind of what we saw right here. I just wasn't reading it correctly. But you got to break down, you got to test, you got to reclaim, you got to hold a support for a move up, right? Vice versa, what I'd be looking for the short from that position would be a bear flag type setup. All right, so bull flags, bear flags around key levels. Same thing if price was approaching from the bottom. I would be looking for something like what you see here. Yeah, Zen, my whole analysis is based on the higher time frames. And then the only thing that I'm basing the lower time frame on is to find a good entry. That's it. My targets are still from the higher time frames. My analysis is from the higher time frames. The only thing I'm using the lower time frames for is to find an entry. And that's it. Leelash, no, there's other things that go into it, right? Like if I'm zooming in, I'm looking at delta right down here at the bottom. I've got cumulative delta down here. I've got volume listed here. I've got my order flow over here. I'm looking for exhaustion, absorption. But really, this is just to add confluence to what I'm seeing on the charts. I think I could honestly trade without all this. If I really needed to, this just gives me the added confidence, right? That added layer of security. But I do think with my strategy, I could probably trade without all this. I just wouldn't trade as confidently. Does that make sense? Yeah, Leelash, my charts are clean. I don't like all the noise. I don't like a lot of indicators. Yikes. Did anybody get short off of that up there and get caught in this spike? See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like executing anywhere in here. You get that rollover, and then yoink. You went long and then got stopped out. Trailed unified in profit. Yeah, 100%. Don't go chasing. Don't go chasing. If you got stopped out, it is what it is. Ooh, guys, we're coming up on we're getting closer to 7K here on the subscriber count. 60 away. 60 subs away from 7K. Jay Styles, I remind you of... Oh, Gerard Butler? That's a first. I mean, we've got almost 200 people in the stream right now. Is anybody holding the long from 225? Kind of where I got short from earlier. Is anybody still holding that long? Yeah, Kelly, the channel's... All right, Dave, enjoy the rest of your night. Yeah, the channel's growing. We kind of hurt ourselves, I think, a little bit as far as growth and stunted the growth when we tried to start streaming during New York session. I think it kind of hurt our channel for a little bit. We didn't see a lot of growth during that time period and shortly thereafter. But since we've gone back to Globex streams, we've definitely picked up. You've been Wonky, you've been holding long since today's low? Nice. Jackson, what are the mistakes I made when I started trading? I would say for me, it was a lot of over trading. It wasn't that I lost a ton of money when I started, because when I started, it was a different environment. It was shortly after COVID, major bull run. Really, all you had to do was just wait for the dip off the open and get long, and you would be profitable, right? Most days were up and up only. The moves were a lot smaller as well. You got to keep that in mind. The Nasdaq was trading around 7,000. I mean, think about that. The Nasdaq was trading around 7,000 when I started trading. And 4 years later, 5 years later, we're at 25,000. But, you know, a 300-point day was a massive move at that time. I mean, that was a huge day. So it was a lot different, right? You could comfortably trade a mini contract on the Nas. I mean, these days we end up getting 400 to 500 point moves plus regularly, like once a week, twice a week. You know? So it was just an entirely different trading environment. I kind of got lucky. Like I said before, I feel sorry for anybody that's trying to learn how to trade right now. It's very, very difficult. Some of the most difficult trading I've had in my entire journey. My entire trading journey. This has been some of the most difficult. Jackson, you just got to find a strategy that suits... Well, A, you got to have the discipline and the wherewithal to not click the button, first and foremost. But B, you got to have a strategy that doesn't have you executing a lot, right? Any kind of, like, get off the lower time frames would be my recommendation. You know, stay away from the 1 minute chart. Stay away from the 30-second chart. Honestly, the 5 minute chart is as low as I would go as far as executions are concerned. Yeah, Fida, exactly. Yeah, it's some of the most difficult trading that I've had, without a doubt. It doesn't necessarily show in my P&L because I have been trading for so long. And I can recognize things that I probably wouldn't have been able to recognize when I first started trading. You know, it's as simple as that. Today's initial balance range was... Yeah, exactly, Tenor. It's very, very difficult. Extremely difficult. And I mean, if you think about the success rate of all traders overall in general, and then starting right now, that success rate's probably even lower. Most are just going to give up, to tell you the truth, because it is very difficult. Extremely difficult. Oh, thanks, Mike. You just sent my link out to some friends. I appreciate you. Yeah, guys, if you haven't yet, smash that thumbs up button. What's up, Profits and Principles? How are ya? What's up, Martin? Yeah, it was an inside day today. 100%. It was an inside day. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Profits. Oh, nice, Scott. Nice, Scott. Yeah, honestly, I know this is like kind of counterintuitive for me to be saying this because I'm streaming right now. But guys, the best thing you can do for yourself, I'm not gonna lie, is to turn off all the noise when you're trading. Don't watch streamers. Stay out of the discords when you're trying to make your money, you know, and just eliminate all that noise. Focus up, make your money, and then go and watch a streamer when you're not trading. And be active in the discords when you're not trading. I think that's crucial as well. It's very difficult when you're hearing a bunch of other people talk signals, and especially people that you consider good traders, and you might actually be right in your analysis and they're wrong, but because it's somebody that you look up to in the trading sphere, you start questioning your analysis, right? So just only for giveaways. Yeah, Diana, exactly. Is that working out for you? I hope you're seeing some change. What's up, RLD? How are you? But yeah, tune it all out. And I realize that I'm streaming on YouTube, right? But you know, if you're trading and you have to tune me out. You know, shut it off. But yeah, definitely trust your own analysis. That would be something that I highly recommend. Because how are you meant to get any better if you're just copying somebody else anyway, right? Like, you're going to have... Eventually, that person's not going to be there. And you're going to have to figure it out on your own. So, like, I highly recommend. What's up, Pete? How are you? New here? Welcome. Welcome to the community. Those of you that are in the Shorts feed, feel free to click on that other live stream on my channel. It's the one that does not have the word mobile in the title. That's where most people are hanging out at. We've got about 180 people in here right now. It's a lot better viewing experience. You'll get to see my full monitor. We are doing... Wow, there's that 300 push, guys. Nice move off support here. Nice move off of support. We are giving away a 50K intraday trailing account with Tradeday prop firm this evening. We'll do the giveaway here shortly. It's going to be a random number draw. Pete, no, I don't stream during New York session. Not enough people tune into my streams during the New York session. So I don't stream. I do trade New York session. I just don't stream. We tried it. We would end up with about, I don't know, 40 people in there. How do you enter? I'll just wait, trader. We'll explain everything before we do the giveaway. There's no entry yet. So technically, everybody who's here, who's in the stream right now, is already entered, technically. Oh, Pete, I go live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. We normally go till about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. Kaka, any words about VWAP now? No, what do you mean? What happened? Was it a bounce off VWAP? Is that what happened? I mean, technically it's not a bounce off VWAP, right? Right. Technically, it's a hold of support, a retest of the chop range, of the consolidation range above support, and the bounce, the hold of that area, right? Nothing to do with VWAP. Yeah, exactly, Wonky. Yeah, I honestly believe if you could get off the internet while you're trading, you know, if you could get off the streams, get off the discords, I think you would see a massive difference in your trading and your analysis, right? Without that clouded judgment. Seeing other people post all these. Any suggestion on a good prop firm, Pete? Yeah, I mean, there's good props out there. Depends on what you're looking for, really. If you're looking for long-term slow growth, I would stick with either Lucid or My Funded Futures would be the two that I would suggest. The ones that have actually the smaller max payout caps, but encourage long-term slow growth. If you're looking for the no consistency, hey, let's try to make as much as I can really quick, and you're confident in your strategy, Take Profit Trader's great. Take Profit Trader's a good firm as well. Yeah, I've heard the futures desk that, like, they're kind of a build your own, right? Diana, the Lucid, the account tonight is for Tradeday. Tradeday prop firm. Yeah, Pete, all of them, like all the ones that I have affiliates with, are props that I trust and are reliable, and you will get your money. If I don't trust the prop, I don't have affiliates with them. Mike, is Apex any good? No comment. That's what I thought. Fully. I thought they were like a build your own. I think I've looked into them before. I'll give them a closer look for sure. Yeah, Tradeday's been around a while, Kelly. Without a doubt. They've been around a while. Trader, did you hear me say no comment? Is that what you're laughing about? Giveaway you divide in 10-person or 5-person? Well, I only have one account to give away, Hasnain, so I can't divide a single account. I can't divide a single account 10 ways. How to enter giveaway? Oh, Mr. Games Paradise. Technically, just being here, you're entered. Just need to be present when we do the giveaway. That's all. It's going to be random number guess. So yeah, you just got to hang out for a little bit. That's it. Mr. Games Paradise, my trades were okay. I really only had one good trade today, I'll say. I had a couple good entries, but I let price come back on me too much today. So I would rate my trading today, P&L wise, it was fine, but my overall execution, I'm like probably like C+, right? B-, C+. Yeah, trading for keeps. I honestly think it could be this for Asia session until London. I would be very shocked if price just skyrocketed from here, even though I do think that the area does need to get traded. Right? It hasn't been retested since we sold off heavy. I do think that that's probably the eventual targets. Judging by the DOM, we kind of have orders layered in through here. So I do think this will probably get traded before we see any heavy selling. But just to give you some like higher time frame context, that's kind of where I'm leaning. Does that mean we're going to rocket ship straight there? No, obviously not. Yeah, grind in the moment. That's your spot. That 350 area, that 350 to 370 area is your spot. For sure. You get above here and start holding. Like, guys, if you see something like... If you actually see something like this... I would start looking for that move up into 500. Yeah, Redardo, anybody that's here in the live stream is technically entered into the giveaway. It's going to be a random number guess. Just got to be here. Don't have to type in any commands. Don't have to do any of that. When I pull the giveaway over, I'll say guess the number between 1 and blank, blank, blank. And then you'll see people firing off numbers. You'll see what happens. You'll see how it's working. -1. Yeah. I don't even know. I don't know if they would. I don't know if Nightbot would let me do that, Zenzen. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea if Nightbot would let me do that. Yeah, Lilesh, exactly. Trade simple. Giveaway simple. Zero stress. Zero stress on my channel. No yelling at you guys. No swearing at you guys. None of that. Yeah, Wonky, I mean, you got yesterday's value area low sitting. Is that Friday's value area low? Is that today? No way. That can't be value area low. I don't think my custom price markers have caught up yet. Like, there's no way that's value area low, right? I guess it could be. I guess it could be. What's my hobby, Trader HF? I mean, it used... Honestly, these days, my hobby is to go for long runs. I really... Like, lately, I've enjoyed working out. Especially after being called fat on my live streams recently and being judged. Yeah, I definitely am incentivized to work out. But yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's happened, Zen. On multiple occasions. On more than one occasion. Hey Wes, looking a little chubby there. Hey Wes. For reference, I'm 6 foot, 190 pounds, guys. Just for a little bit of reference. So you get some perspective. If that's fat, then I guess I'm fat. They say the camera adds pounds. Or maybe I'm just hideous. I also got the... we were talking about... You know... No, Franco, this is ticker symbol NQ. Nasdaq US Index Futures. Does this live stream make me look fat? Well, I got the whole... sorry, Wes, you're just not pretty enough for RTH as well. This was all within like a single week. I was like, ouch. That's a bad look for the brand. That's tough. That's tough. That's a tough look. Nah, you're good. Mr. Junior, do I trade the ES too? No, I don't. I mean, occasionally I'll trade ES. I'm not going to lie. 95% of my trades are placed on NQ. 95% of my day trades are placed on NQ. It's what I'm most comfortable on. It's what I feel like I read the best. Occasionally I'll mark up levels for people who ask on ES. Right now, ES is kind of just doing the same thing as NQ, though. Just trading sideways in a range. ES is definitely closer to all-time highs than NQ is right now. Franco, a Telegram channel? No, I don't have a Telegram channel. Yeah, it happens. It happens. I mean, I'll be honest, guys. If stuff like that bothered me, I wouldn't be streaming on a camera, right? Like I could just trade on my own and not be in front of a camera. That's part of the territory. So I understand that's going to happen from time to time. There's going to be people who judge your appearance, judge your personality. It's fine. It's something that I signed up for doing this. So I completely understand what I'm doing here and what I got myself into. 100% pure American beefcake. Now, okay, that's a stretch, Zen. But I appreciate it. All right, guys. Give me a second here. Let me go close these blinds, and then we're going to do this giveaway. So 1 minute. I'll be back. All right, are you ready? Is everybody ready? Everybody ready for the giveaway? Let me get this thing up and go in here. All right, just so everything is on the up and up and so that everybody can see it. I'm going to go through the setup here with you guys so you guys can see I'm not doing anything random. We're going to do random number. Moderators are not in. Moderators are not checked. They are not going to be able to. Mason, you're telling me to wait? You're going to slow it down? What do you mean, slow it down? Oh, what are you doing? I guess every 30 seconds? All right, slow mode is on. So one guess every 30 seconds. All right. Next, we'll do 1 to 600. We've only got 200 people in here, so I think that's good. And the winner will be picked. All right, good luck, guys. We're going to click the giveaway in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, go ahead and get your guesses in. Go ahead. A lot of too lows. Got a too high finally. Oh, I haven't seen anybody close yet. Oh man, this one could go for a little bit. All right, that's good. Last time somebody guessed it within the first like 2 seconds. I haven't seen anybody get close yet. All right, this is fun. This is better. Better than the marbles race, I'll say that. The marbles race was chaos. Oh, there's the first close. I see a close. I see a close. We have clues. We have clues dropping. If you guys are paying attention, there are clues out there. Oh, there it is. Charles, you are the winner. Charles, you are the winner. 511 was the winning number, it looks like. Congratulations, Charles, by the way. Yeah, we're not running it again. Charles. Charles, will you DM me on Discord real quick? Yeah, Mr. Games Paradise. Yeah, it's a great. Honestly, it's good. The only problem is that moderators have to be eliminated because they can guess as many guesses as quickly as possible. For some reason, they don't restrict them on the guesses, so it's not ideal for that. Hey, later, Unified. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you guys are leaving the stream now that the giveaway's done, I'm sure a lot of people will leave. Charles, message me on Discord if you could. You couldn't read the too low, too high fast enough. I know. The key is to look for when there's a close guess, right? When there's a close guess, that's the key. Charles, I got you. Yeah, Charles, I got you. I'm responding right now, brother. Just give me a second. All right, Charles. Congratulations. Congratulations. Lilesh, yeah, you don't know how this works. Yeah, so on those random number giveaways, what you're doing is you're just picking a number between 1 and whatever, like 1 and 600 in that case. Right? And everybody's going to be entering a guess. They get one guess every 30 seconds. And as you're watching what's happening there, it will tell you on that Nightbot giveaway whether those numbers are too high, too low. And then when someone is close to the actual number that Nightbot chooses in that range of numbers, it'll say that they're close. Right? So what you ideally want to do is look for those people that it says close next to their guess, find what their guess was, and then guess a number around that where they're close. Does that make sense? Like, there is definitely strategy involved with the number giveaway. But yeah, congratulations, Charles. Yeah, just let me know that everything worked. I just DM'd you. Yeah, one guess every 30 seconds is what it is. We did it without that initially, without the slow mode, and it was just pure chaos. It was absolute chaos. So in order to make it fair enough for everybody, that's kind of what we go to. Phantom, so he won a 50K account, which I believe comes with $2,000 of drawdown, of available drawdown. And I think that account specifically, I don't know on trade day. It was probably somewhere between $80 and $90 to purchase one of those accounts. Later, Kelly. Phantom, so the way the giveaway accounts work is these props. So whenever somebody uses code WES with one of these props that I have affiliates with, we get credit for that sale, right? And get paid a certain commission based off of that sale, off of that total sale. Then they have certain sales targets that you have to hit. And when you hit certain sales targets, you get accounts to give away. So these channels that have, you know, hundreds of giveaways, they're making tons of money off of people using their codes, right? We're very limited as far as the accounts that we can give away. We don't make a ton of money off of our affiliates. So it's all based on the amount of account purchases that are made using your codes. So that's how it works. So like when you tune into channels that are giving away 20 accounts a clip, right? They've sold a lot of accounts. Gino, so this is called Dom Surface. I trade on Quant Tower. This is Quant Tower's version of Bookmap, right? Like it's a visual representation of the Dom. The green and red bubbles are aggressive buyers and sellers. In other words, market orders. The lines over here are your passive buyers and sellers. In other words, limit orders. The orders resting on the books. So like if I really zoom in, I can see how many orders are at a given price, right? But it's just a different way to visualize the Dom. Yeah, cheers, Gino. Mike, start over. I wasn't ready. We'll do other giveaways in the future. Whenever we get the accounts to give away, I give away every free account that we're given. I don't use any of them for myself. My editor Mason doesn't get any of them. We give every free account that we've ever received away. So you guys will have the opportunity to win those accounts. That is the last account that we have, technically, for now. So there won't be a giveaway until we get more. So use code WES at Lucid, at My Funded Futures, at Tradeday, at Take Profit Trader. What's up, JPL? How are you? Doing good. Doing good. But yeah, you guys honestly dictate how that all works out, to tell you the truth. It's all from using code WES. Hasnan, you want just one account? I mean, you can always go to the props and purchase an evaluation through them. You know, My Funded Futures has one right now. If you want to sign up with My Funded Futures, they have a 25K Flex account, guys. New promo rolled out today. First time users, the account's $49 on a 25K using code WES at My Funded Futures for a 25K. I think returning users, it's $77 right now for a 25K on that Flex account. But yeah, if you've never used My Funded Futures and want to try them out, the 25K option is the 25K option at $49 is definitely the time to do it for sure. iJazz and the Lucid 50K at the funded level, $2,100 of profit. $2,100. If you're in the pro accounts, it's 21. It's so 52,100 is what you need. Yeah, Phantom. So My Funded Futures is a prop firm that currently their 25K size accounts are $49 using code WES at purchase. So in the little coupon code section, you would just put in code WES, all caps, and that would lock in that $49 price for the 25K account. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, the returning customers thing at $77. I feel like you could go to Lucid and get a 50K flex for a similar price. JP, oh, you like the College of Charleston hoodie? Yeah. Yeah, I moved here. I moved to Kentucky from Charleston area. Somerville, actually, was where I lived. Miss Enzen, so no, we don't get credit for resets. Just new account purchases. Just new account purchases. I would have made a lot. You reset it a few times. Yeah, the resets we don't get any commissions off of. It depends, Trader HF. Generally it's cheaper to reset. Like, it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense on their end for it to be more expensive to reset, right? Otherwise you would just be creating new accounts all the time. There are instances, though, where it is a better option, like when there's really good promotions going on, where sometimes it is financially better on your end to just go ahead and purchase a new one. You just have to look at what the price difference is. I don't have to call you, miss. Hasnain, I read your comment. I'm sorry you're going through that. That's a terrible situation. I'm sorry. Hasnain, I don't have any more accounts to give away. I apologize. Next time. Next time. In the future, we will do more giveaways. I promise. Louis, he's not going to stop asking. I see him in other chats. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything to give him, unfortunately. I don't have anything to give you. I have nothing to give you. I literally have no accounts. No giveaways. All right, Savvy, enjoy your evening. Yeah, actually, guys, I'm going to end the stream there, to tell you the truth. It's a little after 9 o'clock my time. People have left the stream. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Congratulations, Charles, once again, man. Go make that money. Let me know how you're doing on that account. Always nice to hear when people turn those freebies into something good. A few people have honestly turned a profit and taken payouts from the giveaways, so it's always good to hear those kind of stories. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I am going to do another live stream tomorrow night to make up for missing Super Bowl Sunday. Trade safe, stay patient, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Peace.